Hello folks and welcome to the show. My name is Asa Morris and this is Weird Week, our 5th episode of bringing you headlines and notes from around the world of the paranormal, abnormal, and just weird. As always, anything we talk about will have links in the show description. Before we get started, if you could do the big 4 for me, which is, of course, like, comment, subscribe, the bell, it really helps and I would really appreciate it. Thank you. Also, if you like what we do here and would like to hear a little more, maybe have me go a little more in depth on things, make sure you check out our podcast, LowStrangeness. New episodes every Monday. It's available anywhere podcasts are available, and it's a damn good show. But anyway, on Sunday, a familiar South American tradition continued. This video shot near the Popocatépetl volcano in Mexico seems to show something taking off from within the volcano and disappearing. While the obvious skeptical explanation is that this is normal hot rocks being ejected, this particular volcano has been the site of multiple craft sightings, both in the day and night, exiting and entering the volcano. Also, this didn't happen on Sunday, but I found it on Sunday, so you get to hear about it today. I found this incredible video labeled as Banshee Screams, shot in Bryan, Texas last year.
There's a sound screaming, it's like a scream. It's so freaking loud, and it's coming from up in the air, like up there. It's been going on now. What is that? I swear I saw like this thing when the lightning was flashing a second ago. What the fuck? Dude, that's coming from like up in the sky outside of my apartment.
The good thing about this video being shot last year and showing it now is that people have had a time to process it and debunk it and argue it. Some folks explain this sound as being that of a pressure release valve on a boiler. However, this seems unlikely for 2 reasons.
What is that? I haven't heard it like that yet. Gene, check this out. Listen. This is coming from the sky above my apartments. It's been going on for half an hour. Hold on. It's coming from up in the air. What is that? That's so scary. It sounds like someone's screaming. Then it sounds like a bunch of like Indians whooping in the distance.
One, the sound, while vaguely similar, is not the same as what one would hear from a pressure release valve, heard here. And most importantly, if that much pressure was trying to escape at once, and for that length of time, there would almost certainly have been an explosion, which there wasn't.
Anybody else hear that?
Later, in related threads, I found a number of videos from other concerned residents in Bryan, Texas, who filmed the same event from different locations. Here's only a few of them.
That is horrible. It might sound like somebody screaming for help. in the fucking sky.
Now, in case you didn't pick up on a detail from the videos that almost all of them are talking about, let me run it again.
Listen, this is coming from the sky above my apartments.
It might sound like somebody screaming for help in the fucking sky.
And in one of the videos, during a lightning strike, you see this. Now, Texas A&M did put out a statement saying it was a pressure release valve. However, a number of people who work with similar steam systems say that this is just not the case. Simply put, they say, this is not how those valves work. So your guess is as good as mine. On Monday, also in Texas, this time in Jersey City, this little guy was spotted.
What is important? In the background we hear the sounds of explosions. Perhaps these are the sounds of fireworks. What is it? Chinese lanterns or explosive drones?
A few things to note here. In the background, as the narrator says, you can hear fireworks or firecrackers. Also, note the general overcast sky, which is common during large fireworks displays. One of the lights also seems to flicker a bit, which indicates it could be a flare or lantern. However, given the haze in the sky, this could also be something just within the cloud cover, and perhaps something flying in front of one of the lights, a bird maybe, for a moment creating the flicker-like effect. Interestingly, this was just one of multiple triangular sightings over Western America this week, including this one in Tucson, and this one in Mesa, and this one in Phoenix. This one in Sacramento. All within the last week. A pattern suggests. However, what it suggests is still up for debate. Over Los Angeles, a video was shot of multiple shimmering things, complete with a black helicopter appearance. This video was taken from Reddit, where in the comments, other examples of multiple very similar displays were linked from around the world. And over on Science Daily, a report was posted confirming the existence of a weather phenomenon that I was not aware of and would have preferred to have kept it that way. A space hurricane in Earth's upper atmosphere was discovered. Yes, a space hurricane, a gargantuan mass of swirling plasma spanning several hundred kilometers, lasting for years and showering the Earth in electrons instead of rain, of course. But fear not, if you didn't notice it before, then you really have no reason to worry. Things will continue to spiral in all of the normal ways, regardless. On Wednesday, another incredible article, this time from bigthink.com, was posted declaring U.S. Navy controls inventions that claim to change fabric of reality. Among the noted inventions is a quantum vacuum-assisted craft capable of incredible speed and maneuverability in water, air, and space. This quantum vacuum tech, as outlined in the article, would allow the craft to repel any molecule the craft comes in contact with, no matter the medium, manipulating quantum field fluctuations in the local vacuum energy state would help reduce the craft's inertia. The patent then goes on to say if the vacuum creating technology can be engineered, we'd also be able to engineer the fabric of our reality at the most fundamental level. Perhaps I am jaded or biased or have a head full of too many X-Files episodes. I do, but I'm almost more surprised that this didn't already exist. But I suppose that's how disclosure works. One piece at a time, way down the line. And right back to Texas, a Cleveland Browns quarterback tweeted this. after apparently seeing a light descend from the sky and head toward Lake Travis. Now, this could have been a meteor or any other thing, but as any fan of this show or the podcast would know, there are tons of strange things here in Texas. So, eyes up. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I played a video for you regarding the phenomenon most commonly referred to as sky trumpets. Now, it was a pretty obvious fake, but that isn't to say that it doesn't happen or that all videos of the phenomenon are fake. I have seen a number of them, and every once in a while, I come across a few that are worth discussing, such as this one.
I told you.
This is scary.
Yeah. I am. I put a code on video. I started recording since I ran out there.
Okay.
Now, Virginia is a coastal state, and the sound is similar to that of a foghorn, so I'm sure you can see the connection I'm making. A few issues though. First, this is incredibly similar to most of the convincing sky trumpets that I am aware of, and many of those from landlocked areas. Second, and most importantly I think, is that these are Virginian residents who are startled by a sound they apparently have not heard before. You would think they'd be familiar with it if it were only a foghorn. On Friday, this image from the Mars Perseverance rover was posted, apparently showing multiple objects in the Martian sky. While the image is genuine, the spots appear to actually be dead pixels. Recently, an influx of these photos have cropped up, but quickly the black spots are explained. However, there are a number of odd things that pop up in Mars photographs, such as this apparently see-through rock, or this interesting shelf-like anomaly, or this very weathered and aerodynamic rock, or this which seems to resemble a curved stone brick wall. All of those images I dug up personally while combing over old Gigapan photos last year. I will link to the full album of about 30 oddities that I found. And you know, I almost forgot, but it's time to play How to Spot a Fake. On Saturday, this photo was posted, apparently showing a UFO fleet over Albuquerque. Looking at it right away, you should be able to determine it's a reflection. My initial thought was that this was taken from inside of a car and we were seeing the reflection of the car stereo. However, when you look at the ground below, the exact light pattern can be found in the closest section of the landscape. It is a reflection from the camera and a mirror image of the ground. This technique, whether intentional or not, is fairly common. And that's our week. Like always, there were a number of other topics and videos and photos that I could have covered but didn't for one reason or another. If you come across something that you would like me to cover either for this show or the podcast, hit us up. Let us know. You can find us on any of the socials. Please follow us. Please follow us. Please follow us. Or you can email us directly at lowstrangeness@gmail.com. Just like every week, I want to make it clear that I am not presenting these stories as the unequivocal truth, only that they were interesting enough to catch my eye and interesting enough that I think they should catch yours. I do always try to weed out the obvious fakes, except for when I want to call them out for being so obvious, but that is not the point of this show. And again, I say, if you would like more in-depth discussion on various reports or aspects of the phenomenon, make sure you check out our podcast, LowStrangeness. New episodes every Monday where I analyze various stories in the news, my own history with the phenomenon, and currently we are running a short series on first-hand accounts from Redditors, which has been wild to say the least. I also want to give a quick shout out to a couple of friends of mine who operate a sort of paranormal prank call show here on YouTube, the Graveyard Goonz. Every Wednesday, they stream for a few hours and prank call the hell out of people. They aren't paying me, they're just my friends and I appreciate them. I think you will too. Once again, I am Asa Morris. This has been Weird Week. Thank you so much for joining me and we hope to see you again next week. Don't forget to do the big four: like, comment, subscribe, bell, all of that. Take care of yourself and the people around you, and I'll see you next time, when I'm sure I'll say,